Hey everyone, I wanted to make my fibromyalgia story videos to explain my story and how I was diagnosed with it, how long it took, some of those questions. I was going to make some mini videos talking about each kind of step of the way. Everybody's different, um, but we're all the same, that we endure a lot of pain on a daily basis. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was, when did I first notice my symptoms? It got really bad when I was in college, roughly around the second or third year. I noticed that I was extremely tired, and it was outside the norm of stress due to school and just work and having to do all those things. And I'm noticing that I'm not sleeping anymore, sleeping less and less, having to drink lots of coffee and all these things to try and help myself to stay awake during classes. But stress was like the biggest way that I ended up noticing that things were wrong. But it wasn't until probably about 2 years after I got out of college that I noticed that I'm not stressing as much, but I still feel as bad, if not worse. And so I started going to doctors, and they made me do lots of different blood tests and um, like hepatitis and I can't even think of the other tests, but I probably had roughly around 200 tests done on me to make sure that it wasn't anything um, more serious. And a rheumatologist is the person, was the doctor that diagnosed me with fibromyalgia, because he couldn't see absolutely anything out there that could possibly be what I had. So just through the process of making sure that I didn't have anything else serious, that was how I found out that I had fibromyalgia. Uh, been on lots of different medications. It seems like they work for a few weeks, maybe a month and a half, and then it's bad again. And so I started exercising. So it's been 2 years now since I have been doing the exercising, anywhere from 2 to 4 times a week, along with the fact that I work 9-hour days. And just, it's been a struggle. It has truly been a struggle, but there have been a lot of people in my life that have made it easier to deal with. Um, I wrote down something I thought that was funny. I'm one of the few people that went to school or to college for 7 years, but only just to quit because it was too much for me. Um, I noticed that I was having a lot of pains. I just didn't know if it was because I was heavy, if it was because maybe there was something they didn't test me for and it was something else. So I started having cancer screenings, and um, there was I got tested for celiacs, and I've been tested for everything. So I'm truly believing that I have fibromyalgia, because there's absolutely nothing else they can find, even just a little glimpse of anything else other than fibromyalgia. Um, I'm noticing that it is easier for me to deal with all of this, knowing that I have such great support. I have great family, great husband. I don't have children. I chose not to have them, mainly because of this whole thing. I don't have the strength for it. I'm just too darn tired, and a child would suffer because of me. So anyway, I just wanted to make a real quick video just to say that how I noticed that I possibly had something more severe going on than just stress and tiredness. It just started to escalate little by little, and stresses with family life and all those things definitely make it worse. Um, but the medication is helpful a little. It's just mainly just me exercising and trying not to overdo it. I tend to do more than I should. I even did it today. I cleaned out my swimming pool, and my husband was mad at me because I cleaned it out without him, but he had hurt himself, so I didn't want to push him to do it. Anyway, long story short, I have had fibromyalgia or been diagnosed now for I think, maybe, possibly 5 years. I can't quite remember. Um, my sister, I think she has a little, I don't know how you can have a little fibromyalgia, but they said she possibly could have it. And then I have a coworker slash friend who also has fibromyalgia, and so it's helpful to know other people out there. Heather from Fibro Fighting Barbie, she definitely has made, kind of understanding this a little bit easier, and Fibro Fancy Nancy and Emma 12 Sings and um, 209 Serenity. Those are some of the YouTubers that I'm watching pretty often because I get a lot of strength from them talking about their life and seeing how they're able to do a lot given the fact that they have fibromyalgia. I don't know if anybody else out there works with fibromyalgia, but I have been working with it. And it's definitely hard to get up in the morning. I have to get up a lot earlier than normal. But if you guys have any questions, leave me some comments in the comment section below, and I will chat with y'all later. Bye.